Microsoft accidentally reveals the Xbox One release date and the PS4 UI revealed, all in this episode of Game Tech. What's up, guys? BriarRabbit here, and look what just got posted on the official Xbox site. So this would appear to be the release date of Call of Duty Ghosts on the Xbox One, which would also seem to be the release date of the Xbox One. So that date is November 5th, 2013. That's the first Tuesday of November. A lot of times release dates happen on Tuesdays. I'm not real sure why. I'd love to figure that out sometime. Maybe I'll look into it. But Tuesdays are often the release dates for games and consoles. Now, November 5th would be a great day for this to release. It's early in the holiday season. It gives plenty of time for Microsoft to restock after the initial shipment sells out. But who knows if this is actually true or not. Anybody who's been watching for the last week or so knows that Toys R Us just came out with a release date for both the Xbox One and the PS4, and then 3 days later said, no, this was an internal projection. It wasn't for real. It wasn't from Microsoft or from Sony. So this one is from Microsoft. It's at least on their own website. However, it could just be a miscommunication. It could be mixed messaging. The date may apply to the Xbox 360 version, and it just kind of got mixed up. I believe that is the release date for the 360 version. So we'll have to see about this one. There's no really telling if it's going to be the actual release date, but it's a hint. It may be, it may not be, but it's something to look at and to compare. What my question would be is if the Xbox One comes out on the 5th, when do you guys think the PS4 should come out? I think that the first console to release is going to get a bump in sales, just because they're the first ones. I also think that the console that has the most units available is obviously also going to get a bump in sales, because even though the parents or consumers may be going to the store or let's say the PS4 has less available units than the Xbox One. So a parent goes to get a PS4, but it's not in stock, and the Xbox One is, and we really want to get this for Johnny for Christmas. Well, I'm going to get the Xbox One for Johnny for Christmas, and maybe we'll get him the PS4 for his birthday or something along those lines. So I think that not only does the first console to release get a bump, but also the one that has the most available unit will get a bump. So I can't imagine that Sony's going to release before November 11th. I could be wrong, or November 5th, sorry. I could be wrong, but I can't imagine. So I wonder when they will release. Will they wait until December? Will they wait till after that Black Friday, Thanksgiving weekend? It's hard to tell. I'm actually pretty excited by this release date, the November 5th release date. That's getting really close. Obviously it's not a firm release date. It's just a rumor at this point. It's just speculation. But I'd be really happy if they did release it that day. It's getting pretty close. It's already, August. All we have to do is wait for September, October, and then right at the beginning of November, boom, we get the new console. We get the new Ghosts, and everybody's happy. So we'll have to see about this one. Who knows if it's true or not. I hope it is true, and we'll keep our eye on it. Our next story is also a leak of some sort. Actually, the developers doing Blacklight Retribution for the PS4 accidentally crashed the game during the demo. They posted it on YouTube, and after the game crashed, it showed the UI for the PS4, and that was pretty interesting. I think it's the first time we've seen it. It did also show that if a game crashes, the whole PlayStation doesn't crash, which is the current situation with the PS3, and it's really annoying, especially when you're playing Black Ops, because the game crashes all the time, or Black Ops 2, sorry. So it was nice to see that if the game crashes, the whole system doesn't crash. It also showed that games are considered applications that can apparently run alongside other applications. So that means that you can be running two different things at the same time. That's probably what a lot of that memory stuff was about earlier this month, when a lot of people were talking about, well, the PS4 only uses about half of its memory for games. Well, that's probably because it's running all this other UI stuff in the background, or, game chat, or maybe a whole other application in the background. Also, if you're connected to the internet, application information is automatically updated in the dynamic menu. that's great. You know, that's just one less thing you got to do. The built-in DVR can automatically start up when you start a game. So if you're, let's say you're playing Black Ops 2 and you know, or I'm sorry, Ghosts, and you know that you're going to want to record your game session, you can have it set to just automatically start recording when you start that game. That's really cool. They also have that longer time limit for the PS4 than the Xbox One does, which makes it seem to me like it's going to be more usable. We'll have to see what the quality is. Xbox said that the Xbox One's DVR will record in 720p at 30 frames per second, which, you know, that's not as good as my current Elgato does. And frankly, I'm looking to upgrade the Elgato to something that records 1080p 60 frames per second. The Elgato currently only records 1080p and 30 frames per second. So it's not as good. The Xbox One isn't as good for DVR as the current Elgato, and I'm already looking to upgrade the Elgato. So what I'm hoping is that the PS4 records 1080p 60 frames per second. But we'll have to see. That's going to take up a lot of hard drive space, that's for sure. And I forgot to mention that the link for the leak video will be in the description for this video. So just look down in the description, and there will be a link to bring you to the YouTube page that has the PS4 interface leak. I would do that pretty soon, because I'm imagining that Sony is not going to be happy that this leaked out and are going to ask them to take it down pretty quick. So if you want to see this PS4 interface, go check that video out really quick. I just watched the video again, and one of the things that I noticed was that the UI looks a lot like the cross-media bar that's currently on the PS3. It's a little bit different, but it has kind of similar functionality. It's something that I've never really liked. It is kind of plain. The cross-media bar, that means, I've never really loved it that much. It's always been a little too difficult to find the setting that I wanted, or, you know, it just takes too many button presses to get to my game or to my video or to whatever I'm trying to do. Hopefully that this one is a little more streamlined than on the PS3. It's also very bland looking, but again, this is a very early release. This is the UI on a developer console, a actual development kit. So it's doubtful that this is the final version. It's just kind of a cool sneak peek into what may be going on behind the scenes with the PS4 and its UI. So I'm going to end this video up with throwing this Hunter Killer and direct impacting this chump around the corner. And that's going to wrap up the video. So if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. It helps get the video out there in front of people. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I try and make at least 5 videos a week. Sometimes I get 7 out. And that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching. Up on the screen in just a second are a couple of videos you might have missed. Just click right on the moving image, and it'll bring you to the correct YouTube page. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.